Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most memorable debut albums of the aughts, whose influence continues to shape music today.
You fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty, promise me.
Number 10. Goodies, Ciara.
Keep it quiet, you should know. Getting crunk up in the club, it gets low.
The subgenre of crunk&B emerged in the 2000s through the music of artists like Lil Jon, Usher, and Youngbloods, but it was Ciara who gave it a defining voice. Her 2004 debut album Goodies fused the raw energy of crunk with the smoothness of R&B, which helped propel the sound from Atlanta to the global stage. The album was a phenomenal success, with its title track topping the Billboard Hot 100 for a record-breaking 7 weeks. But Ciara's influence went far beyond just the music. Her breathy, controlled vocals paired seamlessly with the crisp choreography featured in her videos. These athletic routines set a new standard for female performers, showing that women in R&B could shine as both vocalists and dancers.
Let me see you 1, 2 step. I love it. 1, 2 step. Everybody 1, 2 step.
Number 9. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
When you think Timber Girl, I hope you think my favorite song, the one we dance to.
The early to mid-2000s saw a surge of young female artists entering the country music scene, one of whom was a fresh-faced teenager named Taylor Swift. Swift's self-titled debut album incorporated pop, rock, and even rap elements into traditional country, creating a polished sound that was built for crossover appeal. This wasn't necessarily groundbreaking, but what set Swift apart was her honesty. She wrote directly from her life, turning high school crushes and heartbreak into universal anthems.
Here's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star.
That approach inspired a new wave of confessional singer-songwriters. At the same time, Swift expanded country music's audience by targeting teenagers, a demographic the genre had rarely pursued. While it's far from her most successful album, it set the blueprint for the direction her future projects would take.
Our song is a slamming screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window.
Number 8. Frank, Amy Winehouse. Granted, it was Back to Black that made Amy Winehouse a household name, but the success of that album would not have been possible without Frank.
Yours is a familiar face, but that don't make your place safe in my bed.
True to its title, the record was steeped in unflinching lyrical honesty. Winehouse spun engrossing tales of love, heartbreak, and female sexuality, delivered through her majestic voice.
You're so beautiful before today.
Mixing smoky jazz with touches of soul, hip-hop, and R&B, Winehouse created a modern jazz sound that felt fresh for the new millennium. Such talent could not go unnoticed, which is why the album was nominated for the Mercury Music Prize and won Winehouse an Ivor Novello Award.
You should be stronger than me.
This success established Winehouse as a breakthrough artist and opened the door for a wave of British soul singers including Adele, Duffy, and Estelle. Number 7. Get Rich or Die Tryin', 50 Cent. For his long-awaited debut album, 50 Cent had the guidance of two of hip-hop's biggest names, Eminem and Dr. Dre, and their influence was unmistakable. Get Rich or Die Tryin' was a masterclass in hardcore gangster rap. At a time when hip-hop was shifting towards flashy excess, 50 Cent brought the genre back to its gritty roots with raw stories of survival and ambition.
If I fell off tomorrow, would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me?
Tracks like Many Men Wish Death drew directly from his near-death experiences, giving listeners an unfiltered look at violence.
Have mercy on many men, many men. Wish death every night.
Still, the album delivered undeniable bangers like In Da Club, which dominated the charts. More importantly, Get Rich or Die Tryin' inspired rappers to mine their own pain and turmoil for material, making hip-hop vulnerable once again. Number 6. Is This It? The Strokes. It's almost unbelievable that Is This It was a debut album because it carries the polish of a band already at their peak. Drawing on the grit of 1970s punk and the sleekness of 80s new wave, the Strokes sought to craft a sound that felt both nostalgic and groundbreaking. And they did exactly that. The production is intentionally stripped down, built around the jangly, interlocking guitars and the deadpan vocals of lead singer Julian Casablancas. While rock music had been dominated by nu metal, Is This It managed to pull the spotlight back to guitar-driven punk and indie rock. More than 2 decades later, the album is still a touchstone, and its influence echoes through acts like Arctic Monkeys, The Killers, and Paramore. Number 5. Songs in A minor, Alicia Keys. In the early 2000s, R&B music was largely shaped by producers like Timbaland and Darkchild, who dictated the sound of their artists. Alicia Keys broke away from that mold. On her 2001 debut, Songs in A minor, Keys asserted creative control at a level uncommon for a newcomer, writing, producing, and playing instruments on much of the album. Perhaps this is why it sounds so cohesive. Keys' pristine vocals, masterful piano skills, and earnest lyricism set her apart from the average mainstream debut. The result was both a critical and commercial success. Not only did it open atop the Billboard 200, it also won Keys a record-tying 5 Grammys in one night. Everyone has this record to thank for bringing soul back into pop music.
And a real man just can't deny a woman's worth. A woman's worth.
Number 4. The College Dropout, Kanye West. After 50 Cent's debut revived gangsta rap, a wave of similar artists followed. This created space for Kanye West to carve out a new lane with The College Dropout.
God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down.
Instead of tales of violence, West rapped about faith, family, capitalism, and racial injustice, appealing to listeners who didn't connect with the hardened image of street life. The album's production style, often called chipmunk soul, used sped-up vocal samples layered over beats. While not entirely new, West's use of it pushed the sound into the mainstream.
Come on, and when it falls down, who you gonna call now?
By breaking from convention, he broadened the narrow definitions of rap and laid the groundwork for a new generation. Indeed, artists like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Kid Cudi emerged through the doors West opened with The College Dropout.
Through the wire. You know what I'm saying? When the doctor told me I was gonna have to have a plate in my chin.
Number 3. Dangerously in Love, Beyoncé. Beyoncé certainly wasn't unknown when she dropped her 2003 solo debut Dangerously in Love. After rising to fame with Destiny's Child, she had one chance to step out from the group and establish herself as a solo powerhouse, and she delivered.
You got me so crazy, baby. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now.
The record highlighted her sonic versatility, from hip-hop to soul, R&B, and pop, all while showcasing her skills as a commanding performer. With hits like Crazy in Love and Baby Boy, Beyoncé embraced a more mature and sensual image that had a wide appeal.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
Come on, tell me how you feel.
The message was clear. Destiny's Child was dead, and a new superstar had been born. The album's genre-blending and fearless embrace of sexuality would go on to inspire rising artists like Rihanna and Ciara.
Tonight, I'll be your naughty girl. I'm calling all the girls.
Number 2. Let Go, Avril Lavigne. The dominance of bubblegum pop in the early 2000s came to an abrupt end when Avril Lavigne dropped Let Go in 2002.
Chill out, what she yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before.
Bleeding with grunge influences and pop-punk energy, this album, with its raw guitar-driven sound and snarky attitude, was instrumental in the punk rock revival of that era. This was no small feat, particularly in a genre largely dominated by men. Lavigne's emergence carved a space for female voices in pop-punk, blazing a trail for female-fronted bands like Paramore.
It's a damn cold night.
Beyond the music, her tomboyish skater style, complete with neckties, tank tops, and cargo pants, stood in stark contrast to the hypersexualized image of many female pop stars at the time. It quickly became the defining look for legions of teenagers.
He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. A Ruler, MIA. It made political music danceable, blending hip-hop, electronic, and global sounds. Fever to Tell, Yeah Yeah Yeahs. This critically acclaimed debut fueled the garage rock revival of the 2000s. Franz Ferdinand, blended indie rock with danceable hooks to create a sound that felt effortlessly cool.
You say you don't know, I say, take me out.
Lungs, Florence and the Machine, largely inspired the surge of atmospheric alternative music in the 2010s.
Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and brothers.
Oracular Spectacular, MGMT, inspired a new wave of experimental pop by fusing psychedelic rock with electronic sounds.
Show yourself, take only what you need from it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Fame, Lady Gaga.
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick.
By the late 2000s, many established pop stars were either fading in popularity or grappling with personal struggles. This created a void for a larger-than-life figure, one that was quickly filled by Lady Gaga.
Just dance, gonna be okay. Just dance,
Her 2008 debut album, The Fame, was a cultural reset. Packed with hits like Just Dance and Poker Face, the album revived electronic dance music during an era of safe, radio-friendly sounds dominating mainstream pop. The album's reissue, The Fame Monster, expanded on this vision with darker, more daring tracks like Bad Romance. The ripple effect was immediate. Even established artists began borrowing from Gaga's eccentric sound to reshape their own music. From the moment The Fame was unleashed, it was clear that pop music would never be the same. Which of these albums do you still jam to today? Let us know in the comments below.
I don't know